Oh, yes.
Okay, now it is.
How's it been with an expanded YM team?
I really like having a lot of more staff people because it's more fun, and ever since Remy came on board, I feel like, man, he brought us music to Cameron House, so I feel like he's great, with all the music he's teaching us. I think he's a really good teacher.
Yes. Man, you know what we're playing?
Yeah.
It's the D flat, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
maybe if you switch your Fitbit to your other
What is that?
wrist, it just doesn't sound, the sound's not there.
But it sounds different, so I feel like
It's just, what, last week what?
well, last week you said, the color of my sweater will affect the mood of what I'm playing.
It does, and the mood's there, but the sound is less.
I'm wearing the right sweater then.
The sweater's not, the mood's better, the sound though, I don't know, like the ankle socks maybe.
But how does that affect me playing?
I don't know, the sound's not there.
What sound are you
The sound is just not right. Well, okay, I'm down for it. Wow, Pam said that about me, considering we shared an office with Wilson. It started out as kind of funny at first, then it became really annoying, and now I'm just kind of worried. I'm somewhat disturbed by his behavior, this really unhealthy obsession with this NBA player. I don't know if you've heard about Kobe, I don't know if you've heard about basketball. I'm seeing those habits that he has, they're already affecting our team, and it's just, he needs help.
It's been good. The work's good. I think we're getting a lot done. The one thing with having to share an office with more people is now there's more traffic in the bathroom. Well, it's really only one guy. Every day he's like, so good. So good. In the bathroom. You can't use it for 3 hours.
Come on, man.
Listen to my thing, doesn't bother me too much. I mean, of course, I don't really see him in the office. When he gets sick and says, I need to go to my coffee run, I need coffee. And then he goes, get coffee. And then I see him at the end of the day. Which
How's it been with an expanded YM team?
There's people always, special boy, you know, that's so disgusting. You ever had it, right? Come on, man. Original vocal.
With an expanded YM team, you know it's been good. That's really not what you wanted, though, huh?
All right, welcome everyone to the 7th Annual Visual Performing Arts Festival. Welcome everyone. If you've never been here before, this is Cameron House in Chinatown, San Francisco. I see a lot of people that have been here before, so I'm going to explain that. But for those who don't know, we are a faith-based nonprofit organization. We have multiple services, from social services, counseling, all the way down to youth services, after school programs, summer programs. And the youth program that you all are joining right now is the Friday night program. So Every Friday night, leaders come, youth come, and then we do different activities like the Foursquare program. But tonight is our festival, so little background about the festival. If you've never been there before, it's just all it's just created or just started from, I don't know how it started really, but it just started from just people just wanting to perform and wanting to share their talents and arts here in the community. And now we have 7 years later. Now we have a lot of great things are going to happen tonight. A lot of good rap videos. I know Jack is going to be doing something. And a lot more youth are going to be performing. So, someone asked me the other day, like, oh, how can you make the Visual Performing Arts Festival even bigger than it already is? And I was like, does it really need to be bigger? Last Black Friday, so there was the Macy's Christmas lighting ceremony over at Union Square, and then Anson Ho, a Cameron House alumni and friend of mine, asked me to go help him do some filming. So we went there to do the filming, and we did like the live show. So like whatever we filmed would go on the big screen, so everyone in Union Square sees what we're filming. So I was like kind of nervous about that. But when I got there, I saw like all these different crews of people. Like there's like a crew just to put up just the video boards. There's a crew for doing audio. There's a crew setting up the stage for the guests and things like that. And there was like so many things going wrong. Like everyone just like, oh, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? We're not going to make it. And things like that. And I got nervous. I was like, oh, I'm going to mess up. But not until the tree lighting ceremony actually happened, right? It was just a 30-minute ceremony. Aloe Black, Grammy-nominated singer was there. But at the end of the ceremony, that's when the executive director or something of Macy's, like a manager, high-up manager, comes up and announces, all right, we're gonna do the countdown now. And then they have people like the Santa Claus, they had the fire chief, the police chief come up, and then so they're like, all right, we're gonna do the countdown now, everyone. I'd like to welcome our guests to help us do the countdown. And then right when they said that, so the people didn't come out yet, the tree lit. And I was like, oh, was that supposed to happen? And then apparently it wasn't. So then you see the Macy's lady just awkwardly, all right, Merry Christmas, everyone. And then it's just on stage. I was like, okay, that's kind of awkward. And Anson told me at the end of the night that apparently how that works is that there's a person sitting in the middle of the tree for 30 minutes. He has one button, and he has to press the button. That's all he has to do. And he didn't do it right. And then that scared me, so I was like, oh, what if we add more things to VPA, then everything's gonna be messed up. So I'm glad that I learned from the lesson, and I'm glad that, we're not gonna do that, to keep it just simple people, just you guys just all enjoy the show, just not like anything crazy and like that. But when we thought of choosing a date for the VPA, I actually wanted it next week, but that's for the new year. And then so my coworker Kelsey suggested, hey, why don't you do it a week before today? And I was like, okay, sure, great. And then I didn't realize that today was also like a big day in our American government history. I didn't know that until later on. Did anyone watch the inauguration speeches? No? No. All right, good. Me neither. Yeah, I didn't see it. But I didn't know that it takes a couple months for the president to become president. I thought after you voted, the next day they become a president, so I didn't know. So I learned something new. But this whole entire time, I learned more things. Like I started learning more about social justice, Black Lives Matter, what's happening over at Standing Rock, and things like that. And I was reading these articles on social justice, and I learned something. NPR, there was an article on NPR that said that 80%, there's a study from Stanford University, that said that 80% of high school and middle school youth cannot tell fake news compared to real news. And they can't tell sponsored content to not sponsored content. So I was like, I saw that and I was like, wow, is that really true? And I thought about it, my own life. And my mom, she always calls me every day. She's like, hey, are you coming home for dinner? I got something, I'm gonna cook something. And I was like, I always did my own thing. I always hang out with Randy or Wilson or Sherman, and then I don't go home. So then my mom started doing this thing. She goes, hey, Casey, I cooked prime rib for you tonight. And I was like, oh, prime rib? Sorry, Randy and Wilson, I gotta go home to do some things. And then I get home, and it's a half-eaten Chipotle burrito bowl from my dad, and I'm like, dang, my mom lied to me. So I learned, I was like, I can't believe all the news that I'm given, right? I can't, it's just not true. Just like even when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, my mom, I guess I was a bad kid because my mom always called me a soy chai, right? It's like soy chai, right? So I was like, I didn't know what that meant. I was young. And then I finally went to Alice Fong-U. Any Alice Fong-U alumni here? All right, nice, thank you, good touch. So I went to Alice Fong-U. I remember my first day of kindergarten, Zhou San, right? So there's a teacher, Zhou San, and we're going around a circle, kindergarten. She said, all right, everyone say your name, and if you have a Chinese name, say your Chinese name. I said, all right, good, I know mine. Right? So then, and it gets to me, what's your name? My name is Casey Chow. What's your Chinese name? Soy Zai Bao. No, don't say that. And I didn't know, but I learned. See, that's what I'm saying, fake news is everywhere, right? Even in elections, apparently there's an article that 15,000 American voters voted for a dead gorilla. Voted for Harambe, a dead gorilla. If you didn't hear about this, Google it up, right? And I believed it so much. I was like, wow, 15,000 people voted for a dead gorilla? Is that really true? And I was like telling people, and then after a little bit of research, apparently that was a lie too. That was a fake news that I fell for, and I told the middle school boys, I was like, don't make bad decisions. Use your votes properly. And then apparently it was fake news, so I got tricked. But as I thought about it, I was like, well, 15,000 people voting for a dead gorilla isn't that ridiculous. I mean, there was 65 million people that voted for Donald Trump, so I was like, it couldn't be that big, but anyways, I know with everything happening today and just going on, there's a lot of things happening in our nation, but I just want to remind you guys and just hope for better things. But hopefully that tonight, as you see some arts and performances and whatnot, that you'll be inspired to do positive things and spread that too. So we're gonna kick this off tonight. So I'd like to bring up our MCs of the night to get this night really started. I'd like to welcome Sherman G and Wilson Tan. Let's give them a round of applause.
What do you think about that, Wilson?
Man, that was kind of weak. I heard louder claps for Casey. Come on, Casey. Can we try it again? Let's try it again. So we have,
Storyline, but we have a lot of wonderful performances tonight. Just a lot of folks willing to put themselves out there. We need all of us to be as supportive as possible. So we're gonna let you practice on us. So please welcome my co-MC, Wilson Tan.
All right, so it's my turn now. All right, let's welcome my co-MC, Sherman G. All right, that's good. We got one more person on the soundboard. We got Ready Cam on the soundboard.
And last but not least, give yourselves a huge round of applause for being here and being a part of this amazing community event. So for yourselves, yes. So some of you are here to perform. You know who you are. You'll be up here. Some of you are gonna perform and you didn't even know it. Because we're gonna bring you up right now. Right, Wilson, what do we need?
We need one person from the middle school group. Can I have one volunteer from the middle school group? Volunteer. Anyone? Garvin, you're a popular vote. Come up, Garvin. All right, next, I need one high school club kid. Who wants it? Michelle Moore, come up. We got a spot right next to Garvin. What else do we need? What else do we need, sir?
Can't be complete without our youth development leaders, club leaders. We need a club leader up here to represent.
Michael!
This is the
Michael!
Where's our leader?
Michael!
I
hear Michael! I heard Michael.
All right, we need 2 more lucky contestants. We need 1 Cameron House staff. Is there a Cameron House staff person that would like to join us up here? Anyone? Staff. Ooh. Oh, I hear John Lee. John Lee, come up, John Lee. All right, last contestant. We need a Cameron House alumni. Is there any Cameron House alumni in the building? Alumni in the building. Raise your hand. Come in and anyone. Or a parent. Anyone. Please come up. That's not an excuse. You know you want to come over. Look at it. You get to join these 4 lovely people up here. And you, the 5th lovely person. Woo! So, the game that we're gonna play is my favorite game. Right, Kels? Kels, is this my favorite game? Yes. It's my favorite game. All right, this game is called the Balloon Pass. All right, this is Sherman's favorite game too, but I just want to take credit for it. All right, so the goal of this game is you guys will form a circle on stage. Let's form a circle. Let's form a circle. Close up the circle. Not a square, a circle. There we go. All right, so the goal of this game is we're gonna start off with a small balloon. All right, we're gonna start with John. John's gonna have it under his chin, and he's gonna pass it to the right, all right? So John, can you pass, so when we say go, when Randy starts the music, they're gonna start going. John's gonna pass it off, and then afterwards, it's gonna go around in a circle. After it gets back to John, we're gonna do the medium-sized balloon. After the medium-sized balloon, we're gonna do the large balloon. And if everybody completes it within the song time, you guys all get a prize. But if not, the prize goes to me. Oh, I can't tell you the prize, it's a surprise. What time? You get as long as the song. All right?
Approximately 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes, I say.
Hold up.
Hold up, we have a question.
I would like to know what body parts are allowed to be used.
Ooh, good question, Edmund. So the only body part that can be used is your chin and your chest, okay? Your chin and your chest. Your chin and your chest. Chin, chest. You get it? All right? All right, so on the start of Randy's song, we're gonna start this game. Wait.
Audience, you ever roll with this too? You gotta cheer them on as loud as possible, right? If you stop cheering, the song will stop and the game will be over. So you have to keep cheering as long as they're playing.
I forgot to mention, if that balloon drops, you guys start over again. Okay? So you guys are starting over after that balloon drops, if it drops. Okay, are you guys ready? Can we get a round of applause for these contestants? All right. Marvin, Michelle, why do you leave so fast? Let's give it up to everyone up here. Although you guys completed, at Parent House we have a saying, everyone is the winner. So you guys still get the prize, okay? Alright, so come choose your lucky prize. It's a limited edition Parent House t-shirt. Sweatshirt.
And t-shirt.
Got a nice gray t-shirt there. And we have a purple t-shirt. Vintage. Vintage, really new. Alright, so you guys just shirt or sweater you guys want. John, that's a little too small for you. Sure, we get the shirt for John. We got another small shirt. All right, thank you guys.
Who else wants a t-shirt? Who else wants a t-shirt? T-shirt, t-shirt.
I want a sweatshirt.
Want a t-shirt?
I want a sweatshirt.
T-shirt,
Sweatshirt.
Alright. We're gonna give out one more t-shirt. We're gonna pass that out later. Alright, so I want to introduce our first act of the night. Someone I've seen around here, just absolutely wonderful person. Randy, can you give me a drum roll? Can I invite Kylie up here? Yeah. So Kylie, just in like one sentence, can you tell us what you're about to do?
I'm gonna sing.
Alright, let's do it. Give it over here for Kylie.
Tag team.
Tag team.
Wait, hold on. Please stop that. Sorry.
Alright, Mary, shake your nervous.
You got this!
When your lights don't work like they used to before.
our next person coming up, we would like to invite Justin Lee. Can you come up to the stage? Justin Lee. Are you here, Justin Lee? Justin Lee, I see you. Can you come up, please? Oh, you can film later then. The camera doesn't need you to hold on. Okay. All right. You tell everyone your age and then talk a little bit about what you guys are about to present. Oh, everyone your age first. Your age first. I got you.
I'm 18.
He's 18.
Representing the
Boys to Men camping trip.
So, I heard this is your second time ever editing a video.
Yeah.
Can you lead us through a quick process, a brief process of how you did it?
I just got the film. I cut it, put some music. Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, B2M stands for Boys to Men. It's our boys program that's open to all high school and young adults. Starting up spring session in February 8th. So check out our video.
Everybody switch your feet in. We're gonna play hide and seek. Edie, Beanie, Bonnie, Bo. Jesse, you're ready.
12 o'clock midnight. 3, 2, 1. I'm ready.
You got this too. I found you. Oh, you found you. John, I see you. Lay down. I can't believe you found it, Jesse. I know, right? Wait. I feel like we're missing something. Wait a second. Where did everyone go? Oh, wait. Here's my phone.
All right, you guys hear me now? All right, so next, our next lucky person to come up this is her third VPA entry, okay? So can I have Mari come up?
Yeah, Mari.
All right, Mari, can you tell everyone your age and just briefly describe what you got for us today?
I'm 16, will be 17 in June. And so I got inspired by this anime I watch pretty much all the time. I'm watching my shirt that I made from it. It's called Italia. It's an anime about like personified countries, and each one of them represents like a stereotype of that country. So America really likes burgers and like he drinks a lot of soda. And so basically there's there's like a mochi version, and they're just like little gloves, and they're really cute. So I decided to create my own little shorts and animate them to stop motion on a whiteboard. This is just a draft. I think I'm gonna probably add more later in the future and upload it to YouTube on my YouTube channel, which I said didn't have. It's that one female gamer. So,
That's my kiddo.
So that could happen. Can you hear my heartbeat? Tired of feeling. What the? Moving around.
The finished product on your YouTube page, okay? So next up, can I bring up our club leader, Mr. Justin Huey. Justin Huey, you here? So I know you got a couple of videos, but this one is your collaboration with Charlie Ruan. So give us your age and all right, just tell us what's this video about.
So me and Charlie were at a workshop one time, and we were taught the different camera angles and different types of shots. So we came up with a random video about a thumb war using different angles and effects.
All right, let's check it out.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you forgot, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing.
What's up, homie?
What you looking at, son? You pretty boy. You wanna go? Go where?
for you. Alright. So next up, we have a live performance from Renee and Nikki. So can we have them up? Could you give us your grade, what school you go to, what you're about to do for us?
I'm Nikki, I'm a junior at Lowell. I'm Renee, I'm a sophomore at St. Ignatius. Okay. And we're going to sing a song.
No, we'll all hear it.
It'll be a surprise.
Give it up for Renee and Nikki.
Oh.
Saw you with that ribbon in your hair. Think that I began to stare. Maybe I'll love you for a while. Stranger, out in safe on place, and a really pretty face. I wonder what happens when you smile. I might never be your hero, never been one to fight. That don't mean that I can't be your Valentine. I won't be your savior either, couldn't even if I tried. But I think I could be someone you like. Maybe I'll treat you right. I might never stop your sorrow, fix you up good as new. That don't mean that I can't hold your hand in mine. I might never say I'm sorry, even if I've done you wrong. But I think I could be someone you like. Maybe I'll treat you right. I might never be your hero, but I think I'd like to try. And the way you look at me is your reply. Got a lot to learn about me, babe. We can start tonight. 'Cause I think I could be someone you like. Someone you like.
Can I ask you guys a quick question before you guys sit back down?
Okay!
Okay, thanks. How long have you guys been practicing for? How long did you two practice for?
Less than a month.
Wow, less than a month. Wow, that is intense. Okay, so next we have Kelsey, can you come up? Can you see? All right. So this is Kelsey. Kelsey, can you tell everyone your role here and a little bit about
Your age.
no, not your age. We don't know that. Your role here and a little bit about what we're gonna show them next.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm Kelsey. I'm the out-of-school time program director here, so that's after school, summer, that kind of thing.
The video that we put together is based on a YouTube series called Kid Snippets, where they record audio of kids having like an imaginary, like a play discussion. So we recorded 2 BAP students, just imagining a scenario. So we asked, it's 2 students, Peter, some of you are familiar with Peter, and Raul. We asked them what they wanted to talk about. So they wanted to talk about going to Costco. So this will be, so we took the audio from their conversation, and then we acted on top of that audio. So you'll see me playing Peter and Wilson playing Raul. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right.
Hi, welcome to Costco Pizza. What are you gonna buy? I'm gonna buy nothing. I'm the owner here. I can get whatever I want. Girl, what are you gonna buy? I don't know. A pizza, because I'm at the pizza. Okay. Thank you. Ask me now. I want to buy a pizza because this is my yummy food. How many dollars for a pizza? $40. Why? How much the soda will be? I'll say 1 penny. 1 penny? Yeah. Yes, please. How about one soda for $40? How about a chicken nugget? We don't sell that here. This is pizza. Okay. One extra Coke, one extra ice cream. Okay, that'll be $60. Here, please. Plus tax. Plus tax? For the soda, the tax is $20. And for the ice cream, it is $60. I'll give you $60. Thank you. And $80. I got enough money. Okay, now tax for the tax. And then? For the tax, it's $40. And for the other taxes, $100. Oh, thanks. Bye-bye.
As you can see, we have some really amazing VAP kids, so you guys want to check them out. They have always interesting conversations just like that. So up next, I'd like to bring up Mr. Atticus Flores. All right, your name, your grade, and what are you doing for us tonight?
Hello, my name is Atticus Flores. I'm a junior currently, and I'm going to be performing a monologue in a play called The Summer Tree. Woo! All right.
It's hot up here. Just sitting and waiting. Jerk's sticking to my back. I hate it like this. I hate it like this. Wiping the sweat out of my eyes. Damn. I'll just lie here and let the breeze to cool my face. Just lie my head back, close my eyes. I have to remember all these things. You're tickling me. Ouch! That hurts! Ah. Mom? Dad? I wish you could see the palm of my hand. Can you see how smooth it is? Can you tell that it's warm? There are all these lines. All these little lines going all over. Crisscrossing, inclining, starting, stopping, and then starting back up again. You know, hands are like leaves. But you knew that. Ever feel a leaf? You know, you peel off the skin or the flesh or the green part and just try and leave the veins without breaking any of them. Like this. Very slowly, very carefully. You must do it very slowly and be very cautious not to break the vein in two. See? It looks like a winter tree. And then when you hold it up to the sun, you can see a shadow. It looks like a big skeleton's hand. Have you ever wondered if you can peel your hands like you can a leaf? You could, you know. Sure, if you do it very slowly, very carefully, try not to break anything. And then you hold the skeleton hand up to the light and see how it makes a big shadow, like a big winter tree. If you ever care to try it for yourself, I guarantee you won't feel a thing. Except yourself screaming. This tree has been here for years and years. It's funny. The first thing I ever wanted to do when I was a kid was to dig it up and see it fall over. I guess all kids do. Yeah.
How long have you been doing theater?
I've been doing it since high school. Not really a big deal.
And how long does it take to memorize all those lyrics just at first?
For some it takes a really long time, but I've actually, I got it down within a week, so.
Wow, 1 week. That's really impressive. Good job. Thank you for sharing that with us. And Wilson's going to introduce our next act, so.
All right, for the next person, she's a very special person. She has been here for 30 years, okay? She has been at Cameron House for 30 years. Can I invite Ming to come up? Ming, are you here?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, Ming. Woo. All right, Ming, welcome to the stage.
2010. And how about you, Ron?
2011.
Okay.
Wow. All right. So, what are you guys gonna perform for us today?
We are going to show you the Argentine tango we have learned so many years to you, and then introduce to you what Argentine tango is. Okay. So first of all, how many of you have heard or seen Argentine tango dance before? Okay, not so many people. Great, so that's why we are here, is that right? Okay, good. So, Argentine tango, there are 3 different kinds of music, okay? But the basic one, the first one is we call milonga, okay? Milonga, this kind of music is a very happy music, dance with each beat. So tonight we are going to show you the kind of a tiny sample and tiny lecture of Argentine tango is. Okay, how about let's show the audience what is the milonga music, okay? Is that right? It's a happy music. Okay, the other one is waltz. Okay, in Argentina dance, we spell VALS. Okay, just like the waltz, WALTZ. That's for the ballroom. Okay, and this one for the Argentine tango waltz is totally different from the regular ballroom waltz. It's a very smooth dance, and it doesn't turn a lot. There's a lot of movement. Later on, Ron and I will show you the Argentine tango waltz. And then the third one, that's a very traditional one. It's a serious one, and it's a very dramatic one. So if you on YouTube, and you will see there's a lot of like a movement. So usually dance with the Argentine tango music. Okay. So the next, I'm going to have Ron to tell you more about what Argentine tango is. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to try it without the mic. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tango is a little different from other dances because it's a walking dance. In a milonga dance party, the whole room is cycling counterclockwise. Everybody's just walking. And we have 2. It takes 2 to tango. We have a leader, we have a follower. And the leader walks forward. The follower walks backwards. Now what makes this so interesting and so difficult is it's a lot like Tai Chi pushing hands. It's all about connection. That when the leader moves, when the leader hears an impulse from the music and exerts a movement, the follower, boom, reacts, and the follower steps. And it's this connection that makes tango so marvelous when it clicks. It's kind of like vibrato for a famous violinist. It's where the soul is. So we have walking. Leader walks forward, follower walks backwards. But we could have moving side to side, what we have called back ochos. So, back ocho. 1, 2, da, da. We can do forward ochos. And da. And then we can have follower go around the leader. That's called molinete. Or we can have the leader go around the follower. So in a sense, it's a lot of geometry. And that's just scratching the surface. What makes it very interesting is when you mesh the geometry with the music. And that's about every night. We have teachers, world-class teachers that live here. Not to mention we have a constant retinue of Argentine masters coming through on a regular basis giving master classes. If you're ever interested in checking out tango, perfect place to try it. Okay, let's try it.
Malena canta el tango como ninguna y en cada verso pone su corazón al ruido del suyo, su voz perfuma. Malena tiene pena de bandoneón, tal vez haya en la infancia su voz de alondra como ese tono oscuro de callejón, o acaso aquel romance que solo nombra cuando se pone triste con el alcohol. Malena canta el tango con voz de sombra, Malena tiene pena de bandoneón. Tu canción tiene el frío del último encuentro, tu canción se hace amarga en la sal del recuerdo. Yo no sé si tu voz es la flor de una pena, solo sé que al rumor de tus tangos, Malena, te siento más buena que yo. Tus ojos son oscuros como el olvido, tus labios apretados como el rencor, tus manos dos palomas que sienten frío, tus venas tienen sangre de bandoneón, tus tangos son criaturas abandonadas que cruzan sobre el barro del callejón. Cuando todas las puertas están cerradas y ladran los fantasmas de la canción, Malena canta el tango con voz quebrada, Malena tiene pena de bandoneón.
Waltz.
Thank you, Ron. We have a gift for you. Yeah, look at this t-shirt. Yeah.
Next up, can I get Gelix and the Cameron House Band up here? All right, Gelix. So where'd you get this band from, and what are you gonna do for us tonight?
We are going to play a song called Seven Nations Army, and we just practiced through the jam sessions that Cameron House hosted on Saturdays and the last Monday.
So have you ever practiced together as an entire band before?
Yes.
And when was that?
It was this past Monday, as well as, I think, during winter break, one of the Saturdays.
Let's see what you got for us. So give it up for the Cameron House Band.
What's up, guys?
The ceiling's up.
Good one, Edmund. I like that one.
I literally practice with them at 6:30. But it's okay.
A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says we better love.
do weddings.
I do, yeah, no, I don't. Purely karaoke. Thank you.
Man, that was awesome. Let's give it up for one more time. All right. So now we've reached our intermission. So we do have some snack sales that are going on to support a senior service and learning trip. So I'm going to invite Vienna Wu and Jack Sanpur to come up to talk about their trip and what they're selling and how we can support them. So give it up for them.
Hi everyone, I'm Vienna. So tonight, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already helped support our mission trip or service trip. And we're selling Spam Musubi for 1 for $3 and 2 for $5. Tater tots for $2 and caramel corn for $1. And Jack will tell you what it's for.
The proceeds will be going to our trip to Orlando in June for our service learning trip. It's going to be for 10 days, and we're going to go out there and help out local communities at a church that came to visit Cameron House over the summer. So we got some connections to go see them, and they're going to lead us to a bunch of other places to help out. So yeah, come help. Thanks.
Hold up.
All right, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Vienna. Furthermore, if you we'll turn on the lights later, and then you'll be able to see these photos that we've hung around Culbertson Hall. Some of them are from our various VPA workshops. So with our visual performing arts program, we also have various workshops that take place kind of leading up to this huge festival. And some of our artwork from Nikki Lay and others are on the walls as well. Also, if you the back corner, we have a little showcase area of artwork from Edmund Liang, who is our resident origami master, because we need one of those, right? And Stevie, who is just an amazingly talented artist. So please go and check them out during our intermission. And just want to have a little side note for those that are going to the gala, our Cameron House gala. Some of the origami pieces that Edmund has put together will be on sale there. So if you want one, you can pick one up there. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'll mention it now. Our restrooms are right behind us. So we have 3 restrooms. And actually, tonight, all of them are going to be gender neutral. So, guys and girls, all bathrooms. We don't care what Trump says, right? And just be respectful, make it clean for everybody. All right? Anything to add, Wilson?
Well, that's it. It's intermission. Go get your food. Use the restroom.
We have time at the end of the night. You may purchase some more.
Oh my God.
All right, please make your way back to your seats so we can continue this fun and exciting night. Mr. Andrew.
Okay.
All right, when everyone's quiet, we're going to continue our show. All right, thank you. That was quick. Hi, Mandy. All right, so next up, we have a great group of young kids. I want to invite our middle school boys, Johnson, Garvin, and Tully, to come up. All right, come up on stage. All right, so So I heard you guys had a great idea this year for VPA. Can you guys tell us a little bit about what you guys made for us tonight?
We made a video about flopping. It's like when you dramatically react to like small things when someone touches you. Like if I touch Tully, he just yeah.
How long did it take you guys?
Around like half a week.
All right. So let's see what they got for us.
Obviously, this wasn't that hard if I was not going to deliver. But Jefferson knows his team needs some energy. If I step up and I get a technical or I don't foul, it doesn't matter. We're not 17 anyway. We need something to be the catalyst and to give us energy. And I believe that Jefferson, because that's just a regular foul. I don't care what year it is, but I don't think.
What? Come on, man. We both know you fouled.
Hey, good game, man. Dude, I gotta pee.
He needs some milk. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Garbage. Oh, it's always sorry, man. It's just pranking. I was just pranking you.
It's okay, I like pranking too. I'll get you next time.
Left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. Yes, the streams that run down, the streets of Palestine. Neath the hill of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the golden damp. When my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light, it split the night.
Hey, I know this for a fact.
Thank you, those two boys.
Not sure what was going on there, but good job, floppers. All right. Up next, we have one of my favorite alumni video crew representing for the KKAF. Warm welcome to Kelsey Joe. Welcome, Kelsey. What is KKAF?
KKAF stands for Kelsey, Kim, Ann, and Flippy, and we're all from the 2014 Senior Commission Orphlom.
We the best.
Yay! Tonight we didn't make it tonight, but we made a music video over spring break on our cruise to Ensenada, Mexico. And it took me about 8 months to finally get down and like look at the footage and actually edit it. It only took me about a week. I don't know why it took me so long. I'm very good at procrastinating. College.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it. All right, let's do this.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
You broke my heart, 'cause I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake 'em down.
KKAF, Kelsey's crew here, actually holds the record for most consecutive VPA submissions at 5. So this is their 5th submission in a row. Awesome. And now you all know when you go on vacation, you're bored, what to do, shoot a VPA video. Alright, so.
Alright, since they made 5 videos, our next group comes in second place with 4 videos. Can I have Matt and Waylon come up? Alright, so before we start, can you tell us what commission you're from and what inspired the 4th video?
My name is Waylon, and that's Matt, and we're from the Chance Mission.
What inspired you guys for your 4th video?
Oh.
It is Carrots 4, right? So what is 4 stand
4 in Carrots 4 stands for the 4th installment in the Carrot series.
I love it.
The reason that we continued this is because it's Carrots 4. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Another one.
All right, so Kieran's score is about the number 4. All right. Round of applause.
My name is Waylon Lee, and I am the fastest man alive. To the outside world, I am a ordinary student, but after getting hit by lightning from the speed storm, I have been granted with super speed. I am the Flash.
Ah, the snow. The perfect weather to pull a heist in. Flash, isn't it a little cold to be running around in PJs?
How did I let Captain Cold escape? Barry has always caught him, and I'm faster than him. What is happening?
You're not the only one who was struck with lightning flash. I am the fastest man
Who's excited for Kieran's Spy? That's coming next year. All right, so
So that was 4. Now we're gonna go down to 3. So this duo has performed 2 years in a row and now will perform for their 3rd year in a row. Please give a warm welcome to Vienna and Sam. So just real quick, what grade are you in and what inspired you to perform this year?
I am a senior. As am I.
What commission?
Ignite! So what inspired us to perform again the 3rd time was because why not?
That sounds as, yeah, why not? That's a great reason to perform again. So, y'all should perform, why not? All right, let's do it.
Standing
and Vienna. I expect you back next year. I don't care if you graduated, because you can come back. Why not? Exactly. There you go. There you go, Kels.
Another one. All right. So our next pair that we want to invite up is from the Ambition Commission. Can I have Leon and Brandon come up? Oh, the leaders, the Light the Night team. All right. So can you two tell us about Light the Night? What is it?
First off, I'm not Ambition Commission, but you know, it's okay. Okay, anyways, Light the Night is a relatively new service project that was started by the Ambition Commission about 6-7 months ago. It was inspired by Night Strike, another program from Portland, Oregon, for their mission trip. What we try to do is try to get the youth involved with the community by creating care packages, which usually contain food such as sandwiches, which are prepared by the youth, or toothbrushes, like just toiletries, general necessities that everyone needs. Let's see. Oh yeah. After preparing the care packages, we'll go out in groups and distribute the care packages to different parts of downtown, Chinatown, and yeah, just areas like that, such as Powell, Montgomery. Chinatown Park is one of them. And yeah, just really, it's a new experience, something really unique, and you know, it'd be really good to get out there. You know, just the experience itself is like unlike any other. On that topic, we have a community Light the Night that will be happening on February 13th, 18th, at 3 p.m. at Cameron's. What are we saying?
We'll be serving chicken noodle soup. Alright, anyways, we'd like to thank all the people that helped donate supplies and stuff and helped keep the program going. Without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. Thank you.
Give people without homes food and clothing and stuff they need.
Not only give them the tea, blankets, socks, but we also want to bring up a conversation with them because
the key point of it, to be able to communicate with people who usually don't get to like have nice conversations with people sometimes.
Few words can make someone's day. All of the negative things, but most people we talk to like a night, they're really just normal people just like us.
Like everybody is out here homeless, trying to get drug money, or homeless because they're on drugs.
They just went through some really unfortunate events that happened in their life. I remember we met this guy, he used to own his own company, and then he broke both his legs and he couldn't work anymore. He saw that all fall down. And there was like a lot of more similar stories where people, they had really harsh conditions growing up.
My mom and dad died, and I had nobody to help me get back up on my feet. What do you do when you have nothing and nobody to help you? I mean, what do you do?
He ran away from his house when he was like 13 years old in Florida, and he went all the way across the states to here. It's just really mind-opening to hear that because these people really grew up in such hard conditions, and yet they're still out there with a smile on their face saying thank you to us whenever we get the food and stuff.
Compared to what my life used to be. I became homeless about a year ago. I used to go to restaurants and say, hey, you homeless? Come on. I had my car, that's why I feed them all. We all eat. All of a sudden now I don't understand that. I just put it into my heart. Yeah. That's when people look at me now, like I'm a mom. Say 20 years, I couldn't pay those $3,000 a month rent, so I became homeless. So you know, I stuck for the ground, I cried like a baby, you know. So I couldn't beat it, man. 1 year, and I lost everything.
there's always like stories that people have that are never heard, and this is a great opportunity to learn some of them and learn from them, like learn from their experience and their knowledge, because I've been going through tough times, and that's.
Sometimes I feel like giving up, man. But I'm still going, man. So I know I can't quit.
He was making these little dream catchers out of like random things like earrings, like earring hoops or string he finds and beads and whatever people drop or donate. I just thought that was really cool. He was able to share them with people.
I remember walking down Union Square, we talked to this person named Neil. The moment we started walking up to him, he started crying. And I think that what really hooked me into doing like the night.
It's kind of an experience you can really only do. Like, and if you at least try to reach out to people.
He said, I haven't had this many people around me, and it feels like a family to me. After that night, I felt like it will be really amazing if we could just keep doing this, because a lot of people people about homes don't really get the opportunity to talk to people. Some just want their voice to be heard.
It gave me the opportunity to help the youth and the people in our community. I remember growing up in Cameron House, I would learn a lot about helping others out and doing the right thing. And I just thought that it would be pretty cool to teach the generation growing up now things that I learned too.
It's important to me because not everyone treats them like human beings, and they are human beings.
Hello, it's me, Dillard again, your friend of Grant Commercial. Anyway, I want you all to know, well, I'm sure most of you are grown by now. Anyway, yes, I'm a product of the streets, homelessness, whatever you call, but I must say, currently I'm indoors. But I do recall the people of the Chinatown community were very warm. As a matter of fact, my best friend is the one that got me out of drugs. He lives in Chinatown.
It's important to me because you see a lot of people that you may know that could go homeless, or maybe even you yourself could go homeless later on in your life, and you will be treated just the same like that.
My life, I've always been like, when I was walking past them, I always feel guilty for doing something like that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's always bothered me. So when I have the time, I just feel like I should do something about it.
So, up next, we have a group that I thought was really interesting in terms of what the video they put together last year. So I'm really interested in what they put together this year. Please welcome up the AWA, the Asians with Attitude, Justin Huey, James Creed, and their newest member, Jack Samfield. Come on. Alright, looks like we're missing James, just two of you. I think we all agree that last year was fire. So what do we have for us this year?
It's the second best thing you're ever gonna see.
Absolute fuego.
Absolute fuego. Let's watch this.
get to come and yes, believe this. Let go my ego while I flex my ego. Come on, let's go. Find my boy Evo. It's pouring outside. Cause El Nino. I spit pure fire cause I'm half Filipino. Competition like a psycho. We got 6 pocket, run him over with my lawnmower. You a one-hit wonder straight whistleblower. Just kidding, we're working without the toaster. Shady in the crew, so what you gonna do? Right away from the gate, pop, we gonna use you. Alright, take over, like it and fix like the Marcus cousins. Get that rejection, hear my correction. This is my perfection, taking your teeth down by lethal rap injection. Your strong smell of blood, I tag without fear. A reminder all the haters out there, beware, so blessed. I am the best. I fly like a hawk or better yet a seagull. Murder in the game, this should be illegal. My ego is off and running and gone. I'm about the best, this is where I belong. No changes in the crew, what you gonna do? Run up on my block and set the record straight, no can't tell me nothing, can't tell me nada, can't stick me now, no time for anacondas to water my plants and my b-boys dance, all these girls take a glance cause I'm better than chance. I'm trying to tell addition, significance of all with the price of admission, so let the world hear just what I got to say, cause there ain't no way to stop AWA. Got $1 in the crew, so what you gonna do? I'm the shit, you better know who you're talking to. Easy.
AWA. But not like one hit wonder. They came back. Alright, Wilson, what we got next?
Alright, next up, we have a Cameron House alumni. I want to invite up Anson. He's going to come up and talk to us about a project he's going to be working on. Anson, oh, there he is.
Oh, yes. Quick show of hands. How many people were born here in America? Right here. And quick show of hands. How many of your parents were not born here? Were not born here. So a lot of you, everyone, almost. And grandparents obviously were not born here. All right, good. So starting this Sunday, I'm going to be doing another project for round 2 with Angel Island, and we are going to teach again high school students and young adults this time about filmmaking, about camera skills, interviewing skills, sound, lighting, and Casey and I, we're going to be teaching you guys that those want to come out all these skills, and our ultimate goal is we're gonna take a trip to Angel Island eventually, and then we're gonna find people who came here to America, that immigrated here. It could be your parents, grandparents, or somebody else we can find, and we're gonna get their story. And so if any of you guys are interested, starting this Sunday at 1 p.m. here, and it's a series of weekends where we're gonna teach you basic filmmaking, advanced filmmaking, interviewing skills, and then we're gonna eventually have everyone play a part in being cameraman, being sound, and we're going to interview a few people, and the ultimate goal is to learn about their story, how they came here. Okay. For me, my grandpa first came to America, probably 40s or 50s, I believe, and he got here through his brother, and him and his brother were the first 2 to come from our village, and basically he took 3 jobs. He was a chef, he washed dishes, and then I believe he went around and sold something in the neighborhood or in Chinatown. And he didn't stop working until he was able to bring his entire village over. So he probably worked till almost, I know, probably like a few years before he retired, and finally he got to travel a little and he passed away. But he was able to bring probably at least 40 people from his village over before he stopped working. And when I heard that story, which was only about 10 years ago, I was amazed, you know? And by the time I heard it from my parents, he had already passed away, and I couldn't ask him any questions about it. So, trying to give everyone an opportunity to not only learn about camera filmmaking, but also learn about the immigration story of how either your parents, grandparents, or somebody in the community got here to America. And I think we are gonna show, so this is round 2. So round 1, we had about 18 people from Cameron House in the high school club. And so we're gonna show one from the past year. And so this year, same thing, we're gonna open up to high school students, but we're gonna expand it a little for young adults as well. That means past high school. And so if you guys are still interested in learning, please come out this Sunday, 1 p.m., okay? Talk to me, Casey, Sherman, or Marie. Thank you.
係咪覺得嚟到美國你都幾開心係咪？
我覺得冇乜所謂咯。
冇乜所謂。你諗住語文去美國？
第一搞差，第二屋企靚。係，因為我驚我啲仔啊，我啲女啊咧呢個啊，第一就係驚呢樣嘅都係。我老豆跪玻璃啊，唔係我伯爺跪玻璃，我稱佢隻耳仔，兩隻耳仔甩咗，因為甩咗啦，嗱咁啲穿啲粗嘅繩嚟清佢，咁啊麻繩啊穿佢清佢，斷咗啦啲咁嘅嘢爛咗啦，係咗啦，又清佢頭髮啊呢樣嗰樣，冇講出嚟㗎，唔俾講㗎。 喺紐約3個月內俾人湊咗之後就拎翻嚟俾我湊，因為紐約冇咩人拉佢湊仔喎。佢個湊仔婆已經有個6歲大嘅男仔，另一個蘇家仔。我湊3個月我自己個仔，第3個月拉你湊啦咁佢都肯嘅。咁樣擺個咁大嘅輪椅，佢同個仔喺下邊擺咁食飯餵飯餵個仔食。 我係先唔知3個月啩，餵個仔食。我孫女就一味飲奶，一味飲奶餵住餵飯嘅，人扮的餵人，咁佢嬲人啲樽掟曬落地下嚟，電影係自己掹咗嚟掉落地下嚟。
呢度啲人好唔好？
都係最驚啦，狗仔㗎。
Do you miss your family then？
梗係掛啦，梗係一個人寂寞啦嚇。咁但係咧，好似話齋要同心母住。 都有拗撬㗎啦，將來如果你翻喺香港啊，同生母仔女住都拗撬啦咁。我睇見啲飛機我驚啊！唔係驚佢失事啊，驚佢耽誤我喺機場度瞓覺，冇被冚啊！我都預早話冇被冚，真係冇被冚。因為我年翻去咧就帶天冷衫翻去，我驚佢翻嚟呢個機場有咩事過，我話我冇衫着啊！ 天呢度凍啊嘛，我話睇下唔夠天派俾我，一張天我唔夠冚點算啊？我自己帶翻啲衫着多件好嘅。
你有冇覺得咩好難咧？
我試過一次啦，我喺嗰個咧東華醫院啊，有個大上京宮好靚嘅，同埋有好多福祿壽3星嗰度，我咪喺度睇啦。好彩我離開啲啫，嗱呢個玻璃咧我離咁開啫，等我企嗰度一個企埋。 即係嗰啲細佬哥、壞仔啊，一啲壞人啊，一搶我埋去，好彩就冚唔到玻璃。哇！我塞到，我即刻望佢喺嗰頭笑啊，拍手掌。即係以前咪興嘅，香港都興啊，美國都興，話你打佢啦，整下佢啦，你又叻啦，嗰啲咁嘅衰嘢咯。
我想問你有冇後悔嚟咗美國？
唔係幾後悔喎，因為冇人管我啊。我識筆就得。 點做都得，冇人話我。唔開心梗係有咯，不過懶彩嚟嘅。
this video inspired any of you that are high school age or young adult age to really join this Across Generations project. I think it's a really great opportunity. So now we have a really special video. There's a special guest that is going to join us digitally through the screen. Someone who's been a real big support of our digital performing arts program. So let's watch it.
What's up, my Cameron House peoples? It's Josh. I'm here in Thailand, so unfortunately I can't be a part of this year's Visual Performing Arts Festival. I'm kind of sad that I'm going to miss it, but this is my little contribution to the night's festivities. I just want to say congratulations to everybody who's performing or submitting some kind of art for the night. It takes some courage to do so, and I just want to say that's awesome, all the work that you guys are doing. Special shout out to Mr. Casey Chow, who makes a lot of stuff happen, and I'm really proud of him. So give it up for Casey. Yeah. Okay, now, this is my very, very small contribution to the night's lineup. It's 61-second clips, video clips from my trip out here in Asia so far. I hope you enjoy it. Don't blink, you might miss something.
So if y'all didn't know, Josh has been a big part of our community, and he was our former MC, and it was really just great to see him out here. So for our next performance, I would like to bring up, yet again, give a nice warm round of applause to Faye and the Cameron House Band.
I'm a junior and I go to Westmore. Yeah. My aunt goes to PCC, so yeah. I'm going to be singing "If I Ain't Got You" by Alicia Keys.
you. Alright, so next up we have 2 more things going on, but this next video is just a compilation. What this group here is just, they came together during a jam session with along with Gracie Creed, and then they started playing all the songs. It was just very natural. And we want to continue this. We want to continue the arts here at Cameron House. We want to continue giving opportunities to our youth, to our young adults to tell their stories, to create something to show the world or just for themselves. So this year we got to have 15 different VPA workshops. In previous years it was like less than 10. So I'm very grateful and thankful for all the volunteers and alumni and teachers that came out to teach. So just a little video about everything they've done. And then we're gonna give you a little preview of this podcast. Does anyone here listen to podcasts? Anyone? Serial, anybody? Yeah? Not season 2, apparently people don't like that as much, but it's okay. But we're gonna give you a little broadcast preview of our own youth ministries director, Lorene Chan. She was interviewed by one of our alumni, Victor Yee. And the podcast project is another thing we want to get started. We want to interview all our alumni in the community because I'm sure all our alumni have different stories. So we'll give you a taste of that too, okay? So without further ado,
she can say in her voice, in her way, that she love me. With her eyes, with her smile, with her belt, with her hands, with her money. I am the thesis of her prayers. Her nieces and her nephews are just pieces of the layers. Only one she loves as much as me is Jesus Christ and Taylor. I got a future song singing for my grandma. You sing it too, but your grandma ain't my grandma. Mine's handmade, pan-fried, sun-dried, southside, and beat the devil by a landslide. Praying with her hands tied, president on my bed club, saying talk. Something told me I should bring my
Slowly, taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for the whole week. I've been praying for you my Sunday. Slowly, taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for this whole week. I've been waiting for you my Sunday. Someone in this house.
if I had tweaked and missed you. You look so good with the hat on, had to match with the shoe. Came in dressed in the satin. I came and sat in your view. I come to Christmas with dinner, 50 rolls on my plate. Hella holes in my stocking, holding your pockets in place. I like my love with the budget. I like my hugs with a shit. You smell like light gas while the electricity ring. You smell like why the gospel choir got so tired. Singing this praise on a daily basis, so I gotta try it. You my dream picture, dream team captain. Matter of fact, I ain't seen you in a minute. Let me tell my butt to try it.
Slowly, taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for the whole week. I've been praying for you on my Sunday. Can you got to move slowly? Taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for this whole week. I've been praying for you on my Sunday. Slowly, taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for the whole week. I've been praying for you on my Sunday.
Back before Visual Performing Arts Festival, we had something called Variety Show. And every single Friday night club was responsible for coming up with some kind of original skit or short musical or whatever they wanted to do, but do it as a group. And then we didn't do it for a number of years. And Corey, who is a great script writer, very comedic person, said, let's bring it back. So, okay. So he wrote a musical around the topic of halitosis, bad breath. And he invited some of his friends who were not Cameron House people to be a part of it. So that was a really good way to involve them. And he's also a good lyricist. So he would take songs and just write new lyrics to it. So he took songs from Mary Poppins, like the famous song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And wrote a song about halitosis to that. So I was the piano player. I think I might have had a small part. I'm not remembering clearly. It happened to be my birthday that day, that year. And we finished the skit. People were applauding. We're starting to walk off stage. And he goes, wait a second, there's more. And I go, oh, what is he talking about? And so he says, I don't know if y'all know, but today's Lorene's birthday. So let's sing happy birthday. And so one of his friends brought out a birthday cake. Another friend brought out the most beautiful bouquet of flowers I've ever seen. I was like, wow, this is really neat. So people sang happy birthday, made a wish, blew out the candles, and then start walking off the stage. And he goes, wait, I'm not done yet. And he grabs my hand and was like, what the heck is this guy doing? It's like, then I start feeling like we're taking up too much time, other people gotta do their things. And so he set up 2 chairs on the stage. This is all happening in Culbertson Hall, where our Visual Performing Arts Festival is gonna take place. And someone cues some music, and he starts singing to me. And I don't really remember the lyrics right now, but I could tell that he was starting to talk about how he felt about me. And then, I saw him reach over here, on his left side pocket. And then as I saw him doing that, and I was listening to the words, oh my God, is he gonna pull out a ring? So he's going like this, and he brings out a ring box, a little, velvet ring box. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't believe this is happening. So he opens it, and what's inside? A baby carrot on a key ring, a really large key ring. And so inside I was going, oh, thank God. So he puts it on my ring finger, and I'm pretending to admire it, and inside though I'm going, oh, thank God, it's just a joke, So then we're acting it, hamming it up, and then he keeps singing though, and then he's reaching into his pocket again. I'm thinking, wait a second, what's going on? And then he brings out another ring box and he opens it, and then this time there's another type of ring in it, and he asks me to marry him. And you know, what's a girl to say in front of all those people? And yeah, it's on tape somewhere.
Wow.
On VHS. Do your viewers know what VHS is? It's like a video cassette. Yeah, so Cameron House has been a part of our relationship and our lives for a very long time. There's been lots of meaningful things that have happened in this community. Yeah, that's why it's so special here.
All right, we have one final act for tonight. Let's give it up one more time for our MC, Sherman and Wilson. And let's give it up for the man who made this all possible, Casey Chow. And let's make one final push of noise for all our performers tonight. I'm hoping this is going to become a tradition, maybe, where we end it with maybe a sing-along or something. But we are going to, whether you like it or not. So I'd like to bring to the stage the Cameron House Band one more time. Maybe make some noise for G-Lix, Atticus, Rob, Josh, and a special guest, Lorene. Make some noise.
Right, so everyone who has had experience here in this community knows that lifelong friendships happen. And it's through growing up here, doing things together that are fun, that are creative, as well as going through times that maybe aren't so good. And so we wanted to end with this song in celebration of this community, of the ways in which we can lean on each other, and the ways in which we invite people to lean on us. So as we go forward from today into this new year, with hope, don't let things get you down. People are going to try to get you down, but don't let them. Remember that you are someone that is valuable, that is loved, worthy to be leaned on, and that you have people to lean on you too. Okay, so you know this song, sing along. Here we go. Here we go. Some
selling delicious food, there's similar food, so go get some after the show. To Justin Huey, Justin Lee for doing the cameras, and Leon for doing the lights. Everyone else, I might be forgetting something, I'm so sorry. Raymond Lee for some reason, because he always likes me shouting out his name. But yeah, so again, just thank you everyone for making it out today. I know it was raining and everything, and just being here, staying through, and I know that today is it's a mixed feeling day for a lot of us, right? But again, I just hope that we just look towards the future. And I saw this picture recently. Do you guys know who Vincent Chin is? Some of you know Vincent Chin, right? He was murdered in Detroit, and then there was a big, protest justice because the people that murdered him got off free. And then this picture is of this very stage here at Cameron House with Vincent Chin's mother here. And this protest is full, this room full of people. And then Reverend Jesse Jackson was behind him, and he was actually running for president that year. And I saw and I was so inspired because I was thinking of all the other people that have been in this room. We had senators, mayors, we had Steph Curry, we had people like Evan Jackson Leong, who's making a movie right now. And then we also had this person, this comedian. And I was reading this quote that she said. If you know this comedian, her name is Ali Wong. She has a Netflix special. Don't watch it if you're younger than a certain age. Ask your parents first. But she said, she said to CAM Media Festival, so the Center for Asian American Media, they asked her, she said, when was the first time she realized she was funny? And she said, I was in this youth group growing up in Chinatown. I would just do some sketches. It was really fun and people laughed a lot. I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of people, I had the opportunity to talk a lot in front of peers. I think it was really through that youth group, Cameron House in San Francisco, Chinatown, that ignited my desire to perform. And so I hope that the people that perform tonight, those who are watching today, that you're inspired to do something. And again, just like Reverend Jesse Jackson and everything that the long history of Cameron House and PCC, standing up for what we believe in. I continue just to encourage you guys to stand up. If you believe in something, stand up for it, and don't let anyone extinguish that fire. So with that, I'd like to close us in a prayer. There's no club next week for Lunar New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. But I'll end us in prayer, and afterwards, I continue to buy more snacks, mingle, talk to the artists, and things like that. Okay, so let us pray. Dear Heavenly Fathers, thank you for this day, to just waking up and being able to breathe and being able to be alive, and knowing that that we have people in our lives, this community, to watch us, to take care of us, knowing that there are people out there who may be struggling in the streets or maybe struggling in their own lives, Lord. Just please be with them, and be with our country, and be with our just everything that's happening, Lord. Just be with us, and continue to remind us that we have people to lean on, and that we have, we have a future, and we just continue just to look towards it, Lord. So thank you for everything. In the name we pray, amen. All right, thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you.